The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Looking live on this Victory Monday at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, where it is 70 degrees. It feels like 70. The high today is 73. The low tonight is 53. And
this is my boy, Kurt. This is the guy.
my boy,
This is my boy.
collared shirt,
right.
Kurt.
Yeah, collar shirt, Kurt.
right.
That's Shannon Gross. He is the uninvited back to Colorado Nate Newton. I am Jesse Holly. That's Chris Beam.
Hoodie Holly.
Hoodie Holly. That's Chris Beam in the back together. We make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us.
Yeah, they better feel us, man.
And we are presented each and every day by Wingstop,
feel
where flavor gets its wings.
Brandon Cooks finally got his wings. Yay!
On a route that you are like, really? That's the route you scored on? Like, whatever he
Whatever it
scored,
takes.
Whatever it takes.
They used his speed. He started way on the right
Yeah.
and just ran across the field. And Dak retreated, and it's
So many things to talk about today. But first, how are
You
you?
mean try to throw it to Gallup?
How many times? 10?
Like, wow. CD Lamb is your number one receiver. He got the bag for three targets.
CD got it 7 for 7 though. 7 targets,
Yeah,
7
he did.
receptions.
We will get to that in a minute.
Okay.
How are we feeling? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good. It's Monday.
Jesse, I'm going to add a little.
I hate to break to you guys, it is Tuesday.
Oh,
today.
snap.
Just
Today
letting
is
y'all
Tuesday.
know.
Oh, damn,
Tuesday
it is.
It is
I
Tuesday.
really thought it was Monday.
You
I
said
Victory
Monday. I said Monday.
It
Tuesday.
is actually Tuesday. We played on Monday.
Yes.
Victory
You're right.
Tuesday! Start the show over. All right.
Brandon Cooks got his wings.
How we feeling? Jesse's good? Kurt?
Good.
Yes, sir.
You good? Got a smile? You get a haircut?
I did.
Yeah. Let's go for the
Get
bye
mine
week,
cut.
baby.
Get mine cut today.
Bye week, Kurt. Let's go, baby.
Nate, how was your trip?
Oh, man, I'm great.
Not invited back.
No, I'm invited
No.
back.
Give us
but next time there, he'll probably let me talk to the team.
Really?
See, I didn't talk to the team. I didn't even go around the team. You know, I just pulled up, got with Prime, got a little something to eat. We talked, went to the room, got up, we had the game. Because I drove 11:30 Thursday
Missed
night.
our calls.
Yeah. So, man, I'm good. I need to address the team.
What celebrities did you meet? Did you mingle?
It was so many people that, and this is the funny thing about us. I met some rap group. I couldn't remember their name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fellas. And then I met the young ladies that were stars, and they was like, yeah, I miss it. Everybody going crazy. I'm like, I don't know nothing. I wish I had one of you guys there so y'all could say, hey, take this picture, send it back. Because I missed them all, bro, friend. It was but now let me tell you quickly. I said, Prime. I said, y'all got such and such, because, I can remember. He said, Nate, I don't know half these people.
But you know what's so like this is true friendship, right? Because when Nate comes around, of course, he sends us a picture. He's in Prime's office. Gotta take your shoes off to be on the white carpet.
Yeah.
And here it is. You're filled with all of these stars are around, and Nate's just like, I'm gonna be up here in the box.
Yeah.
Whenever y'all get done, I'll call you later, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the market.
He didn't go for the
friendship.
scene. He went to support his
Yeah.
boy.
Nate's like, man, I'll call you later, bro.
Where'd you watch the
Did
game
you see
at?
Emmett?
No, I didn't see Emmett. I went there to see him. If I knew he was going to be there, I would have spoken. But I was there to see Prime. When I got there, like I said, we went down. First, he took me around campus. He got his little Prime, whatever.
Mobile.
We went to campus. We went at these, how the trucks and food trucks. So, Prime, Coach Prime.
Is that where the
and I
barbecue-
was waving at
the
everybody.
barbecue thing
That's
behind y'all? That
Yeah,
was a
so
food truck? Okay.
everybody calling Coach Prime, and you know me. I'm going crazy and everything. I'm Coach Prime. But anyway, I just enjoyed being there, man.
And then during the game, you were where?
I went to his office, and it was around about 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock when I got to his office. After I missed my call here. It was 5 o'clock.
Don't worry about us.
So I got to him. Stop, Jess. I got to him, and it was like 53 degrees. But around by 6, it was around like 43 degrees. Around by 7, it was around about 40 degrees. But he was going at 5. He's like, hey, I got to get on. I got to take care of my team. I said, Prime, he said, I know. You're going to stay up here in the office. I never, my wife kept, because he got a door over to the side where you can go out, and he have like 30 chairs that are personally for his people.
Where you can watch the game?
Where they can watch the game outside.
Up top?
Or you can sit inside and watch it.
Oh, so
from
you
the
can
window.
watch it
So
through the
remember
window?
I took that picture where my wife kept going. I said, sweetheart, you either in or you out. I said, you can't keep opening his door.
So were you in the office after the game?
Yes, sir. I was sitting there waiting on him. So when he came through, you know, because he got an office and then he got to meet scouts with kids,
Recruits,
and their families in there. So when he came through that door, first thing he said was, man, I don't care. Stafford is sorry. That's the first thing he said. Then he told me, did you see that? I said, yeah, that's why I'm still here. I was supposed to be going at halftime. That's why I'm still here. He like, I cannot believe that. And he did not, he started doing his coaching thing. He watched the interviews. He watched himself to make sure he didn't say anything wrong. Then he got his little paper out, started breaking down his players, you know, but he's talking. And I guess he talks to himself, you know, him and his main guy, Tony Purdy, his operations guy. And boy, Tony wasn't speaking kindly. Prime was barely speaking kindly. And they was just going down the list. And so I'm looking like I don't want to get up and leave. But I don't want to hear this about these kids either. Because it's different. You know, Jess, you was athletic director.
Correct.
You are a coach. What you say behind closed doors is totally different what you say to these people. And I'm like, wow.
Kind of like our show.
Yeah.
What we say off air.
Yeah, and I'm
totally
saying to myself,
different.
and so the first break I got, I darted out and left my wife. She looking at me like she was like,
Was she still out?
yeah. So the next time I came back through, my wife ran over to me like, you left me in here. And he's talking about these people. And I'm like, sweetheart, when I got my shoes, you should have knew to get up with them. And so about an hour and a half later, 2 hours, because I wasn't going to leave, not right away, not when he's kind of, you know, upset. So I came back in, you know, he was still talking to his operations guy. You know, I had on my shoes at the time, so I stayed on the black part of the carpet, walked over there to him and said, hey, Brian, give me a hug. I love you. Yeah, I'll be here all night. I was saying to my mind, I ain't staying with you. So I went back to the hotel. I'm going back to the hotel and get some sleep. I got up, I slept until 10 o'clock that morning, got up, came back.
Nice.
Man, praying that the Cowboys would win. I could not take another beat.
Well, they did, Nate.
Yes.
It was not pretty. Penalties out the
Wasn't
wazoo
pretty.
on both sides.
Win's a win.
Yeah.
Defense,
Yeah.
Micah, till you needed it.
Yeah.
So initial.
You know- okay, go ahead.
What? Go ahead. No. What?
I'm just surprised you thought the defense was just meh.
Yeah.
Really?
They had some players that had some special games. Marquise Bell,
Osa.
Osa, but
Big
overall,
Hankins.
Overall, they were.
Okay.
I mean, you know, and here's the thing. I'll get y'all's general thoughts. I was thinking about this. I don't think often. Sometimes it's dangerous. Sometimes it
I don't
makes sense.
think often.
I think.
That's a Nate Noon call.
Here we go.
I don't think often.
Did you hear how I started that? I think.
I don't think often, but I think
Cowboy fans just need to reassess the situation, right? Maybe coming out of the gate the way they came out those first two games was not the best thing for fandom because you set the bar. The defense is going to shut everybody down. They're going to have multiple turnovers every game. The offense is going to score enough points to win. And then along comes Arizona. Along comes San Francisco. And then you won this game in just a gritty, toughed it out, scored just enough, did what you had to do to get by. Maybe that's what this team is a good team, good. They're not elite. They're not great. They're going to win you games, but they're going to be some nail biters. You're not going to blow every team out. The defense isn't going to be this elite defense that they were in the first two games. So maybe if you just dial it back a little, enjoy the season. Enjoy the season.
Good luck with that.
Take it for what it is. It's not going to happen. I mean, we're talking about Cowboy fans here.
Yeah.
We're all either way over here or way over here. But I think you just need to reevaluate in this bye week. Like, okay, am I going to get worked up and think every game is going to be what we thought it was coming into the season? Because I don't know if that's this team. I think they're good. I think they're a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
They're also really banged up right now.
But to your point, if the expectation is to take a step back and say, you know what, we're not going to blow every team out. Is this team good enough to consistently win these type of gritty?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think? I think this team goes as the defense goes.
Right.
I don't think they're not Miami. They're not going to hang 40 and 50 up every week like we thought they were.
Yeah, but Miami has a really good defense.
They do. But, I mean, offensively, I think we thought this team was going to be like Miami.
Yeah.
You got explosive running backs. You got killer wide receivers. We're going to sling it all over the place.
Killer. Singular. There's no more plural in this situation.
Right. Now we know that now, right? But I mean,
plural.
I think
eliminate the plural. Let's eliminate the plural out of that.
The expectation was, Miami-esque what they're doing, and I don't think that's this team this year.
But I just, Herbert had a bad night. He did not look good. But do you think that was?
I think that because they got the pressure on him.
Yeah. See, I thought that was.
But he
what
also
the defense is doing.
He also missed a lot of wide open shots.
I think there needs to be a conversation we need to start churning that conversation, because Herbert has gotten this pass for the last couple of years on his talent carrying the narrative for him in the sense of being this elite quarterback, because we see all the intangibles. Mm-hmm. Like I said it on my show last night, if the Lord Jesus Christ had a picture perfect frame of what an NFL quarterback should look like,
that guy.
It would look like Justin Herbert. Mm-hmm. It would be 6'5", 6'6", 225 pounds, athletic, with an arm cannon, and he has it. But it hasn't equated to total team success. Mm-hmm. And this team has lacked the ability to live up to whatever that standard is, that Justin Herbert is. Some of it's Herbert, some of it may be Brandon Staley, some of it may be, the team's inability to keep a healthy roster, whether it be offensive line or running back or receivers around him. But Justin Herbert hasn't lived up to, in my opinion, the hype. He hasn't been able to take a team and go, I'm going to go win this 3 or 4 football games, 4 football games, and really put us in a situation. They've come up short far too often with that level of quarterback, right? Like you think about all the quarterbacks across the league. If that you put that guy in certain situations, you go, man, he would be great here. He would be great there. He has not lived up to that top billing of the elite quarterback. I think he has an elite skill set. His overall set of skills, like Liam Nielsen says, I have a particular set of skills. Like, he has them. But taking those set of skills and having them equate to successful football victories hadn't matched.
Its own. If you looked at the Chargers blogs this morning, they're all saying the same thing. We're talking about Dak.
Yeah, and think about
they're already
think about what they had before him. Phillip Rivers, exactly the same. All the tangibles, great quarterback, looked great on paper. He was a Tony Romo of the West Coast.
A lot of sex.
Yeah,
a lot of sex.
And then you go into
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, great stats. Yeah,
a lot of sex.
And then Dave got
10 kids. A lot of sex happening in the Phillip Rivers household.
So man.
No wonder he didn't have the energy.
Yeah, he had. Yeah,
his 10 kids.
Kurt's Kurt gave you a run for your money, dude.
No,
Doubled you up.
Long way from that.
Funny thing, I think it was who was it? Was it Austin Eckler or something like that? He was talking about Phillip Rivers being there, and he said he had so many kids coming to see him at like one of the family games. He thought Phillip Rivers was having a meet and greet like on the field. It was all of his kids. He thought he had like a meet and greet of like all these kids that come like he brought out to the game. It was literally
just his family.
His family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nate, what'd you think about it? I know I almost sent a text to the group, but I knew you wouldn't answer during the game anyway. Dak Prescott ran the football.
Yeah, I'm just excited that they won it. They won. It was ugly. It wasn't pretty. Dak, made some better throws. Instinctively ran the football. I'm just happy to sit here and listen today, fellas. I'm telling you, I was nervous. You talking about a brother? Man, I was nervous. That's all I can tell you. I was nervous. I'm sitting here like this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I'm talking to one guy. Hey, man, do you think Dak is through? I'm just all my mind just going 100 miles an hour. Do you think Dak is through? Then all of a sudden he took off running, and I said we got a chance now. Our defense was stopping the run. So it's three things. I'm always looking to see how our offensive line did not play well, y'all. Offense, this second week in a row, they did not play well. And I'm looking to see how Dak is reacting to this pressure. And I'm looking to see if we are stopping the run. Because if we are stopping the run, we have a chance. We have a chance. And so we won an ugly game. And you're right, Shannon. We're going to have a lot of gritty games. We're gonna have a lot of gritty games, and I'm happy we won. I'm good, fellas. I'm good.
Kurt, are you good? Before we go to break,
I'm good.
Let's get everybody to chime in.
Good to see you all.
What was your? All right, we'll be back right after this. Jesus Christ.
I'm good.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole made with real Hass avocados will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouth-watering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys on Victory Tuesday.
Yes.
Each and every day. The second segment is brought to you by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. All right. Let's do our picks.
I won.
Me and Jesse are out because we both picked the Chargers.
Yep.
Disqualified, DQ'd. So that leaves it down to Nate, Kurt,
It wasn't me.
and Chris.
High-scoring affair.
Nate said by 1. The one week he didn't say by 3.
I know.
And it was by 3.
Would
Nate's
have
out.
said by 3.
Kurt missed it by 19.
Yeah,
Kurt had it 30-28 Cowboys. Chris missed it by 15. He had it 28-24. And the winner this week, Chris Beam. Congratulations, Chris Beam.
Again?
What do you mean again? I won every week except this week.
Okay.
I had the longest pass.
So let's get to that. This is pretty impressive.
Not only did I have the longest pass, it was almost identical to what you said it was going to be.
It was close. So I had Jake Ferguson for 14 yards.
Did he have a catch?
He had one for 15 yards.
Ah,
I was close.
okay.
Chris had Cooks for 55. His longest was 17. Kurt had CeeDee Lamb at 42. His was 23. And Jesse, congratulations, had Tony Pollard at 53 yards, and it was a 60-yard pass. So,
But you said that he's like, she's taking Tony Pollard, one of those little dump ball pass, and he runs the rest of the way. Sure enough, a little dump off pass back to the middle.
Sure did.
He said he
should have got caught.
that was sweet.
Hey, piano gets a little heavy sometimes when you're the full-time back, brother.
That was sweet. That was sweet. So talk to me, Jesse. We'll start with you since you're the receiver in this room. CeeDee Lamb, you said it. Give you your props. Give you some affirmation on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Since you apparently don't get in
I don't get it in
real
life.
life
Nope.
outside the four walls of the podcast studio.
That's why I have to be so right in here sometimes.
But you did say, hey, anytime a wide receiver stands up on the table and says, throw me the ball, they usually get the ball that week.
They do.
They threw him the ball, and they also tried to force the ball to Michael Gallup, which was what was going on there?
Yeah.
So
what do you think happened with
No, I know exactly what happened.
Tell us. Preach.
When you line up and you look out there and you see all the rest of the DBs on the side of where Brandon Cooks and Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb is at, and you just see one-on-one coverage to the opposite side, the defense has basically, all right, for example, remember prime Zeke, and it would be 9 guys in the box, and they would go, you can go anywhere you want. He ain't running this football. And then you got to go, well, I guess we have to pass. Defense has basically said, y'all can do whatever y'all want.
But these two dudes aren't getting it?
They ain't getting it. And we're going to take our chances over here with number 13. Because we watch film and we understand that he can't get off press, and y'all only running a couple routes with him anyway, so we like our chances. And so that kind of almost has to go there because it's what the defense has dictated. Now, what you want is for Michael Gallup to be better at beating man-to-man coverage, which he has been absolutely horrible. And for those that'll say, well, why not just take CeeDee and put him in that situation where Michael Gallup is at? Because it doesn't work that way. Because when you take CeeDee and you put him where Michael Gallup is at, here comes that safety. It just will come right over top of him. So it's either Michael Gallup has to find a way to get better, or you have to take him off the field.
Ooh.
Because defenses going forward are going to say to you, we're going to do our very best to eliminate 88 and try to contain Brandon Cooks, and we're going to let you fire away at number 13. Because we believe that whoever's guarding him would have the better or have the upper hand on defending him. And 10 targets, 3 catches for 24 yards, I'm 40. And if you give me 10 targets today, I might get you more than 3 catches for 24 yards. Like, I might be in the ICU tomorrow. I will definitely be in the ICU tomorrow. But 10 targets.
How's that hammy, by the way?
Man.
Is it good?
It's okay.
You know what? I should
It's
have
okay.
raced you last week. I forgot about the hammy.
Nah.
If I'm gonna mess up, let it get healed up.
Nah, it's healed. Trust me.
Before the end of the year, we're racing.
All right, whatever.
I gotta get my cardio.
But that's the defense has dictated that they're gonna say you can throw the ball to Michael Gallup, and we'll take our chances with that. And until Michael Gallup defeats one-on-one coverage, it's gonna be like that for him all year long.
Let's say go ahead.
Well, aren't there other? I mean, there's Ferguson. There's shift. There's motion.
There's what?
Isn't there shifting
Okay.
motion? Isn't there other ways to get him or Lamb open? So you're not always forced to go to Gallup?
Well, yes, there are other ways to get other guys open. Mike McCarthy hasn't decided to go to those ways. But a lot of times you're going to have moments in the game where they're going to say 13.
Yeah.
You got to make a play.
Yeah.
And for 10 opportunities and you only come away with 24 yards And the biggest thing is where Amari Cooper, and I'm not bringing up Obey, but I'm bringing up Obey.
We did it all last week.
Yeah,
we talked about
the thing that made Amari so special is his ability to win at the line of scrimmage. Michael Gallup is very bad at the line of scrimmage, and when you look at him, like he is dead set on this whole one-step slant thing. And when you go one power step, the DB doesn't move. If you just commit to one more revolution or rotation and going 1, 2, 3, then coming back across the DB's face, he crosses his feet, he opens his hip, he does something. But when you just go one step, he's still in his read step. That's why you see the jousting at the line of scrimmage, because you haven't moved the dude. You haven't given him anything to threaten him vertically down the football field. And that's why you see him in this power struggle with these DBs, because he does nothing to help himself at all in this at the line of scrimmage release. It's bad, and teams are going to continue to say, if we're going to lose with number 13 beating us, not 88, not 3, not 87, not anyone else. And he's yet to come up really in a situation where he's been dominant.
Who would you put in?
Tolbert. Give him a shot.
Give Tolbert a chance.
I think, and people always say, why not Tolbert? There's two reasons. There's always a politics that play into this thing. Like money is a factor, ladies and gentlemen. Like
always,
it just is. Like people don't want to talk about it or want to hear about it, but it's tough. Like even with Tony Pollard, people are like, oh well, I'm not putting $10.1 million just on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm going to give him a lot of the bulk carries. Michael Gallup's making $11-12 million this year. Like, and to bench him means I got to go ahead and just sit on the rest of that money. And I don't think the people upstairs want to do that. They feel some kind of way. Maybe he may have fleeced them in that contract. They paid a dude while he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just they got to get their money's worth.
Use your vocabulary better than that. Don't do that.
Fleeced.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You can say a better word.
They put the Pooh Shiesty mask on and got him.
Maybe like.
I think they're gonna wait.
Robbed them
about 8 games in. I think I'm saying by 8 games in, and then they're gonna say after this break 2 more games, and then they're gonna have to, because y'all know this stretch run. It ain't gonna be about, because it's gonna come a point where Mr. Jones, who signed that check through his son, through whoever, gonna say, now hold on. It's called loss, profit, and loss. This is a loss. What do we do from here? It's time to fix it. It's time to fix it. I understand they're going to get his kid every chance because of what Jesse has said. But it comes a point where, and Jimmy used to always say, hold on now, we done gave you 8 games. I'm going to die with this young kid. Mm-hmm. So by the end of the season, I don't want to wait till the 12th game or the 13th game, but by the end of the season, this kid done took his lumps and bumps and bruises. We can see whether he's worthy. About the 8th game, I think it's time, because, for lack of a better word, I want him to keep fleecing.
He fleeced him.
So the clock's ticking.
Yeah.
And on the other hand is, where is Jaden Tolbert in his development? Right, we saw some steps being taken in training camp. And we thought this was going to be it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, there's still something that they're not. Something is going on where they're not quite feeling him just yet to even give him packages where they go 4 wide receivers or rotate him and Michael Gallup, more so in those situations. So there's something on his part as well that they just kind of haven't really bought into who Jalen Tolbert is as a receiver to give him those first team reps with Dak Prescott in the meaningful part of a football game.
We saw a lot of stuff in training camp that we thought we saw that we didn't see.
We always do every year.
Jesus. By the way, before we go to break, Tolbert, special teams guy, that wasn't his fault.
No.
He thought
very.
But if anything, that
is
was
it a
effort,
word
right?
y'all can use?
Poison. Peter.
Okay, yeah, but I guess.
When he got blocked, think about this. He's the jammer, right? Yeah. So the whole time I'm listening, I'm waiting to hear poison, Peter. Right? But so he's holding his block. And then now I get knocked into somebody. I don't think he even realized it was Turpin.
Right.
But now you kind of roll over and you look and you see Turpin on the ground and you see the ball rolling aimlessly and everybody's running to it.
And hell, Turpin probably doesn't even know if he touched the ball or not, right?
Didn't even know.
Yeah, and so
he was jammed up.
Yeah, so it's like he jumps up, it's like, oh snap, the ball is loose.
Yeah.
We both on the ground. Did he muff it? Did he? You don't know.
Right.
So he's just trying to go in and make a play, and it just so happened. Now you could talk about the rule about being blocked into.
We had a lot of
the
emails
returner
about why that wasn't a penalty. Can you kind of explain why
they missed it
or should have been?
They was engaged. That's
But you
if
can-
you're
a def-
engaged with a guy, he has the right to continue to go. If
Right,
you're
but
engaged.
you can't take that guy and block him into the returner. That's the part that you cannot do. And he was literally blocked into the returner. Now, the difference is, and I think the part of it is if he was trying to catch it, right? Like he didn't try to catch it. So trying to catch it and then blocking into him makes it a penalty as far as the ball just hitting the ground and you blocking him into it. That's the difference. I think that's why they didn't call it that way. And then when the ball is loose, he touched it and then they recovered it. And it was a weird, wonky situation that happened.
Interference, face mask. There's a lot of stuff going on there that could have.
A lot of stuff going on all night.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't.
We want to say the refs missed. The refs did a nice job the other night because I think the Cowboys was trying to show the Chargers. I mean, whether it was a face mask, whatever it was, they wasn't gonna get handled this game. That's it, and the refs realized that it's a lot of face masks out here. I mean, you just saw it play after play. Guys punching one another, shoving one another.
Before the game.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
This was an ugly game, bro.
I want to get y'all's opinion on that, and I have a coaching question for the pro athletes in this room. Not you, Kurt.
Oh.
When we come back on the last segment of Hanging with the Boys.
About that,
You had your chance.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And, of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they make just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
James Wright here, your 2022 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year. You know how much I love my Cowboys, and I am thrilled to be talking to you about the 2023 Fan of the Year award presented by Captain Morgan. We're looking for the ultimate Cowboys fan to spice up the game. That means you eat, sleep, and breathe the Dallas Cowboys. If that's you, or if you know someone like me, then go to DallasCowboys.com/fan of the year, and you could win tickets to Super Bowl 58 and so much more. Enter today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back, Victory Tuesday. The last segment of the show is proudly brought to you.
You all right?
No. The last segment each and every day is brought to you by the proud dating partner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jigsaw. Thank you, Jigsaw. All right. Sorry.
Don't hurt yourself over there.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to miss you guys tomorrow. Get the mashup tomorrow.
It's always, I mean, I like seeing the other guy.
I don't know.
It throws me off.
I don't know how I feel about my lineup, to be honest with you.
Who's your lineup?
Aisha, which I have never met. That'll be fun. Never met her.
Ain't that a TV show?
Aisha. That's a song. Have a girl that I never had.
Patrick No-C.
That's Aisha's one of Chris's favorites.
Where does he sit? Chris.
Right there in Jesse's
Oh,
seat.
that'll be perfect. All the noise coming from my right, like every other day, and then
Jesse, you're all my children. You're all my favorites.
Okay.
Remember that.
Thank you. Thank you.
and then Heckma, which I've never worked with Heckma. So
you got a heavy pro Cowboy
do we?
crowd.
Some homers,
Homer
show.
Yeah.
Someone actually
Be
sent
perfect
me
for this show.
Someone actually sent me a great idea on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it.
This is live look at Shannon going through Instagram to find.
He basically
a special
said
idea.
we ought to have a show hosted by me and Kyle that has Cowboy haters on one side and Cowboy homers on the other.
There is no Cowboy haters because I feel like I'm going to get put on the hater side, and I don't want to be on the Cowboy hater side.
You have about 4 years of hating history. This is the only year you haven't hated.
I've been on this show for 5 years.
And guess what? They let you down already this early in the season.
They let y'all down. They don't let me down.
He's already on the porch.
Well, the porch is kind of up on a step, and it depends on how.
My life has already been. I've been let down enough in my life. This team just can't let me down, Kurt.
No, you're above that.
All right, I got a question for you. I thought this before the Browns. I need to put that pen down so I quit clicking it. The Browns got in a fight with the 49ers before the game, right? And I kind of thought, I started to text y'all about that too, but I laid off the text messages this weekend. I kind of like that.
Fights?
Not violence, but just, hey, we're here. We're in your face. We're going to be here all day. Here's what's going on. What's up, right? Because the 49ers push everybody around. The Browns won. I'm not saying it's because they had violence before the game. Cowboys and Chargers get into it before the game. Does that do something to your mindset? Does that get you in a different frame of mind? Does that make you more physical, or is that just something, hey, it happened and it doesn't really play into the game?
And I didn't want to get tired, so
I'm in the same place. I'm telling you, bro. I don't want to fight. I do not want to fight before.
That's two
I don't want to fight.
I'm gonna miss during the game.
I don't want to fight because it fighting in the National Football League never ends well.
Especially if you're the one idiot that takes his helmet off. It's like,
for example, Dante Fowler. You're going to be $20,000 broker for a fight that you don't even know if you won or not. It makes no sense. You punch Austin Eckler in the face, you knock his helmet off.
That's even funnier, though.
That you're going to be $20,000.
No, did you watch the whole video?
Yeah.
Eckler walks in there to defuse the situation.
Right. And gets punched in the face.
Gets hit right in the face.
But it doesn't hype you up or anything. It doesn't get your teammates a little bit I'm in.
I was never
trying to stop guys doing it.
I was never a guy that was ready to jump ready to run to the fight.
No.
Never.
Okay, my next question, coaching question. 8 seconds on the clock before the half.
Coaching malpractice.
Does that send a message to your team that I don't trust you guys with the football to run one play in 7 seconds and stop it with enough time on the clock to kick a field goal? Like what's the mentality? As a player, I would be pissed.
They asked Dak after the game about this. You realize that, right?
No, I don't. What'd he say?
So
it was way too late when y'all got home for me to stay up.
So
and
I was
watch all
sitting
that
in
stuff.
there, and they asked him about that, and he says, "To be honest with you, I didn't realize." He goes, "I'm just collecting plays and doing it." And he goes, "I think if we were a little bit we're on the 14-yard line, if we were a little bit closer, I could see that we probably would have went for it just because where we were at." That's kind of how he put it. He agreed with the situation.
Well, of course. He's not going to come out and say, Coach screwed up.
It was just kind of funny. McCarthy, part of his reasoning was we have this, 7 seconds is our benchmark of going for it or not. And it was 8 seconds, and they didn't go for it. So it's kind of like, okay, that didn't work out.
With the timeout with a timeout in your pocket,
right,
you take a shot.
That's what I thought.
Like you take a shot, and then you still have you every option is open. You don't have to go towards the sideline. I can still take a shot down the middle of the field.
You like to throw that corner fade to CD? Why not throw it there? It's going to take you 5-6 seconds.
That's another thing when you go back and you look and you go, man, like that could have cost you the game.
Yeah,
settling for. I mean, ultimately, probably won you the game for settling for 3 instead of going for the touchdown, whatever it is. But
I don't understand.
You got to take a shot.
I don't understand the no field goal. Take the points in that grinding type of game. When where were they at? They were inside the 10.
Yeah.
Or inside the
14?
Was it
14 yards?
No. I'm talking about
The first one.
the first one
When
where they went for it on fourth.
Oh, with the tush push?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of kicking the field goal and taking the points, because you could already tell it was going to be a grinded out type of game. Like I would have taken the points.
Yeah, Mike is starting to confuse the hell out of everybody.
It's your guy.
Ride or die.
Is he still your guy?
Yeah, I got it. I mean, I can't.
You can.
I can't.
You can.
I can't.
You can.
I can't. There's no way I can be as boisterous as I've been for Mike McCarthy over all these years and dump him right now.
At what point do you dump him if this continues?
When they fire him. Like when they
so you're with it.
I have to. I have to, bro. I have to. I gotta ride it with this.
You know what Dak said about that tush push?
Yeah.
What? They asked him about it, like straight up, like, what do you think about the tush push? He goes, well, they didn't push my tush.
They didn't.
They were pulling him. That's what he said.
Yeah, like he just went down. The ball's like down in his.
And then someone goes, that's going viral.
Yeah.
For the wrong reason.
Let's not do that again, please.
No.
Leave that to Philly.
Yeah. By the way, helped us out. 49ers in Philly.
Yeah.
Helped us out this weekend. Yeah. So the 49ers can be beat.
They're banged up too now.
Yeah.
Philly has a tough road this week too.
I ain't worried about Philly.
They're playing Miami this week.
I think you split with Philly. I still think you split with Philly.
Yeah, but that's when that Arizona game comes back to kind of kick you in the bottom.
It does. Yeah. Nate, what's going on with the offensive line? What's happening? Why is it so ugly? What part of it is ugly?
We got a right tackle recovering from an ACL. Yeah. We got our right guard with a bad knee. I mean, the whole league is banged up. We got a center with a hamstring. I ain't never heard of that. Then something wrong with our left guard. They can't pass games. They can't pass games. They can't pick up stunts. They just gotta keep grinding through.
Just because they've only played two games together?
This ain't got nothing to do with
chemistry.
This got something to do with you got to man up. You got to get healthy, and you just got to man up. I mean. And they're a year older. It's gonna be a grind year for this offensive line. It's gonna be a grind year because before you could put your hat on, you wasn't beating our right guard. You know, Steele was gonna maul you to death. Our center was gonna hang in there. Our left guard was gonna maul you to death, and Tyrone was gonna just be a wise guy. You know, when he played, but the age is starting to catch up, and it's shown 2 games in a row. We're young, strong guys that are willing to bull you, and and be physical. We're having problems, and Coach Solari got his hands full trying to fix that.
So it's not scheme or chemistry. It's just play. Got to play better.
Got to play better, man. Got to play better. And this is what I hate is. Everybody's worrying about Bosa and there's worried about the other kid, Khalil Mack. I keep telling people, it ain't gonna work unless those 3 guys in the middle are strong. And yesterday, once again, the 3 guys in the middle wasn't very strong.
So let me ask this question to you guys. You know, the bye week is happening this week, right? Get away from football. And sidebar, fans, don't be idiots. Don't be dummies. Don't be irrational. It is the bye week.
Let them go do what they want to do.
As long as they are not getting in trouble, let them go on vacation. Let them spend time with their wives, their girlfriends, their baby mothers, their side pieces, whoever.
They can go to Cabo.
If they want to. They want to go to Cabo or Vegas or New York, whatever it is. They spend more time in this building, 10, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day for the really, really good players. They spend more time in this building studying, practicing, training staff, wait staff than they do at home with their natural families. They don't get a chance to take their kids to school in the morning because they have to be here at 6:30 in the morning. They don't see their kids come home a lot of times after school to help with homework because they have to be here preparing for games. This is a moment in the season where they get a chance to get away from the game.
Let them live their life.
Let them live. Don't be on social media like, I can't believe that you at a basketball game. I can't believe that you ain't watching film and you at the Rangers game. I can't believe that you so. Just don't be idiots.
Go
man.
Rangers, by the way.
Go Rangers.
believe me, if y'all do text, it'll get Jesse something to talk about. So, just text anyway.
Tag him in it.
X him up anyway.
Mr. Fourth and Long.
Yeah, X him up anyway. Because he'll gladly repeat all of this in a text.
Yeah, I will. I will definitely tweet it back to you. But, coming out of this bye, and I know that I'm kind of looking ahead, what do you want to see? Because it's our last time together this week, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's go around the room. One thing from each of you coming out of this break. What is one thing that you want to see improved on this football team?
Can I give you two? And I'll go first.
One.
I can't do it.
Not going to give you two.
I can't do it,
Go ahead. Y'all want to break the rules. Give me two. Nate, give me two. Come on.
I love you too.
Yeah, I love you back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Give me two.
Well, I'll go with the one. The offensive line. We will be in the playoffs and deep in the playoffs if the offensive line play well. They have to play well as a unit. They have to play exceedingly well. They have to play B+ football the rest of the year.
I'll piggyback on that.
Don't you?
No. Mine goes with that. It's 1 point. It's 1 point.
Now he gets upset when Nate goes.
Jesse,
go ahead.
it's 1 point.
Go ahead.
Piggybacking on that
Okay.
because his fixes mine.
Okay,
Figure
all right.
out the passing game.
Okay.
Whatever is going on, route running, offensive line, quarterback read, fix the passing game, and this team will be fine because the defense, although I don't think they're elite like they were at the beginning of the year, they're good enough to win you games if you can score 30 points a game, 25.
Offensive line, fix the passing game.
Yes.
All right, there you go. Good.
Just give me a second.
I thought you was getting ready to.
No.
Deacon?
I want to see, them take a hard look at this Texas Coast offense and
blow it up.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not blow it up.
Just tell us what you really think.
Can they do some, bring some creativity, get the motion going, some things that we heard about that's going to happen that we haven't really seen yet. Let's see what we can do with the play calling and the scheme.
What's yours?
I want this defense to get back to being dominant. And that's going to take a collective group. These safeties haven't been playing very well. Jaron Kearse, Marquise Bell's been playing well, but Jaron Kearse, Donovan, I'm a huge fan of Deron Bland, but he got let off the hook yesterday. He got out the hook. Justin Herbert missed two touchdowns. And even Stephon Gilmore, he is struggling. And I told you guys in training camp, anything in front of him, like the interception, he's good. But anytime that he has to get on his horse and run, he struggles. So I want to see this defense get back to figuring things out so that they can be a dominant defense, because I think that they have decided our defense is our identity and our strength, and we're going to play to them. And if we're going to do that, then they have to be far better than what they've been overall.
Good stuff. I don't know how I feel about this, but get up early tomorrow, watch Kurt, 9 a.m. on Talking. Stick around, watch Nate ignore Nick for the first 15 minutes of the show at 10 o'clock. Watch me here, same time, same place, same show. And watch Jesse Holly
at 2
p.m. on the Players Lounge. Don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff, guys. I will see y'all next week. Kurt, Jesse, Nate,
right?
Chris.
You're going to break the rule.
Tuesday.
I'm going to break the rules.
No, you told me. Yeah, go ahead. You go break the rules.
We will be back next Tuesday with this lineup.
Shame is going one.
Miss y'all. Have fun. Don't get in trouble. Don't do anything stupid over the bye week.
Don't be in the news.
Don't be in the news.
See ya next Tuesday on Hangin' with the Boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!